Previously, I talked about some rumors and speculation of Save the World going free to play. And, I've been following along that story a little bit more. I didn't really want to talk about it yesterday because I felt like there was more to it. And there absolutely was. There's a lot today. And first things first, we have the new key art for Fortnite Save the World, which this is going to be a Save the World update that drops on April 16th or the game version 40.20. And honestly, I have to say, I like how this looks. You have the main four heroes. I mean, Ramirez on the rosy turd's a bit odd, but I mean, not out of the ordinary. I mean, you can actually do that because any constructor with it can place it and anyone can use it. You've got Husks and Smashers, got the Storm King in the distant background over here. I actually kind of like that. Another thing that happened recently is the price of V-Bucks in Fortnite has gone up, and a lot of people are not happy about it, and I think it's kind of justified. The cost of running Fortnite has gone up a lot, and we're raising prices to help the bills. Here's what's changing in March 19. So we have a table of different rewards. So let's say if it's $8.99 a pack, it would have given 1,000 V-Bucks, and now it's 800. With Epic Rewards, $1.79 back. 22.99 pack would have given 2,800 V-Bucks, and now it's 2,400. 4.59 a pack. 36.99 a pack, 5,000 V-Bucks, 4,500 V-Bucks now with 7.339 back with Epic Rewards, and 89.99 pack was 13,500, and now it's 12,500 V-Bucks, 17.99 back from Epic Rewards. Exact amount pack 0.50 for 50 V-Bucks, or now it's 99 cents for 50 V-Bucks. Now, the thing that I think a lot of people are not really happy about this, and keep in mind these prices are regional values only, so I'm assuming they're doing these in USD because these are not the prices that I see when I'm playing the game. Now, a lot of people aren't happy about this justifiably, and I think one of the big things is it's just after multiple years, because keep in mind, Fortnite has been kind of officially available for like 8 or 9 years now. And only now are they suddenly deciding that they have to increase the price of V-Bucks, but also lower the amount that people are getting, which is the thing that confuses me. Because it's like, so if the prices have to go up, then why are they lowering the amount? It's like they're acting and almost doing this as if there's like some shortage of digital currency, which I mean maybe the way that I'm thinking about it is like over exaggerating, but I still think it's a little bit weird and kind of ridiculous. Battle Pass updates. The Battle Pass will now cost 800 V-Bucks and reward 800 V-Bucks for completing it. Previously, it cost 1,000 V-Bucks and you could earn 1,000 V-Bucks plus 500 in the bonus rewards. So now, basically, there's no V-Bucks in the bonus rewards. There's just 800 V-Bucks, 800 V-Bucks to buy it, 800 V-Bucks to earn from it, which kind of sucks because it used to be kind of like cool to be able to profit a little bit of V-Bucks from the Battle Pass, and then you could actually save up a little bit extra like here and there from each one that you complete. That's something that I personally kind of liked, and now that's effectively literally gone. V-Buck costs for OG Pass, Music, and Lego Passes. Starting with their next pass, the OG Pass will cost 800 V-Bucks, previously 1,000. The Music Pass will cost 1,200, previously 1,400, and the Lego Pass will cost 1,200, previously 1,400. Over on Twitter, and unfortunately, I couldn't find the legitimate source fully for this because I don't use Twitter and I don't have a Twitter account, and I couldn't even actually find this fully. Fortnite, the official Fortnite status posted a post on Twitter, or X, I guess it's called, talking about the V-Bucks price increasing and linking to the page that we just read. And readers added context. This is probably Twitter's greatest feature. The running cost of the game since 2018 has increased by a rounded number of $600. I don't believe there's an actual source for that, by the way. That cost alone is made in less than a day due to the market the game has, which, I agree. Fortnite has such a big market for the item shop stuff with skins, you have the battle passes, all the other passes like the OG pass, the Fortnite crew, the music pass, the Lego pass, stuff like that, that it's hard to think that they're not making that a lot of money in one day alone. Unfortunately, I've scrolled down a little too far on that page, so that ruins a little bit of it, and I'm not gonna do anything about that. Fortnite Save the World goes free to play on April 16th, 2026. Once again, we see the new key art, but like in full. And this is an official post from Epic. All the sources that I've shown in this video will be linked in the description below. So I encourage you to check out anything that you are interested in reading for yourself. Save the World is going free to play on April 16th, 2026, welcoming even more players to join the fight on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, cloud gaming, and Nintendo Switch 2. Grab your friends because the more players that pre-register, the more in-game rewards pre-registrants get, including a Save the World hero. And of course, they actually posted this little like trailer thing. It's kind of cool. A lot of that was like reused. A lot of this, like this part, is a lot of reused footage from an earlier trailer, maybe a bit from like the Stand and Fight music video as well. And then this, I believe, is all new footage. As a thank you for the last 9 years of world saving, current players will receive superchargers, vouchers, and gold on April 16th. Founders will continue earning V-Bucks through daily quests, mission alerts, storm shield defense missions, and existing challenges, which is good, and that kind of completely resolves all the questions and concerns that founders had. The thing is, we don't know how much superchargers, how much vouchers, and how much gold. I was joking with a friend that it was going to be one of each, one of each voucher, and like 30 gold. I don't know if that's true. They might actually give a more generous amount. I have no clue, and what I was figuring was just a complete joke. We're pausing the new purchase of Save the World starting March 11th at 8 p.m. to prepare the current existing players can still play. Brand new to the game, community expert Beast made this guide to help. It is so cool seeing Epic officially like not only acknowledge but also like to share something from a creator as respected and as well known as Beast with his Welcome to Fortnite Save the World 2026 overview video. I don't believe I've watched this, but I mean, I guess I don't need to be welcome to the game I've been playing for the last 7 years. Anyways, it is a good video though. I've skimmed through it a little bit, and it's great for new players. If I was recommending something for new players to watch, I'd probably find this exact video, to be honest. We're really excited to be welcoming new players into Save the World and look forward to fighting the storm alongside you all starting April 16th. Epic Jason, who I believe is a community manager or community coordinator for Fortnite. I'm not completely sure on that, so don't quote me on it. Now, pre-register for Fortnite Save the World, free to play. 300,000 players pre-registered, and there's this base Kyle spray paint. 700,000 players pre-registered, and there's this Pathfinder Jess. I believe it's a banner, and then 1 million players pre-registered, and the Snowstrike hero will be given to players. Odd choice, considering she's a relatively new hero and also not super like, I'm not gonna say not super special, but it's a weird choice. Free to play launches April 16th. Now, I think this is going to be a very interesting direction for the game because for multiple years, Epic had advertised, "Oh, Save the World's going to be free to play in 2019, 2020, or no, well, 2018, 2019, and then in 2020 they decided premium experience." And I mean, it's interesting now seeing that they've kind of almost walked back on that because they said premium experience in 2020, and now in 2026 they're actually taking it free to play. Which implies, because they said it would become free to play after early access, and then early access ended in 2020 when they said it would be a premium experience. It kind of implies to me that they are going to be using this as a way to push a big update that's going to possibly address a lot for Save the World. And I think that's a very good thing, but we have a lot to potentially see, and also a lot to potentially get disappointed about if nothing changes whatsoever. Now, if you're not currently an existing Fortnite Save the World player, you can pre-register for the game. I have no idea if founders can do this because I'm like 90% sure they can't, but I haven't tried it myself. Now, we also do have a registration access notice. We are working to investigate an issue that caused login loops during the registration for some players. What we'll work on to fix, please try clearing your browser cache, using a different browser, or disabling any VPNs before trying again. So, Save the World goes free to play on April 16th, as established. Register before April 16th to contribute to the community goal. Earn in-game rewards for each milestone reached. And there's this big register button. So, we're at the time of recording, we're 13% towards milestone 1, I believe. So we're, like, almost there. And I don't think 1,000,000 people are going to actually register. I don't think that many people have been waiting for Save the World to go free to play, and I don't think that many people have been unwilling to spend $23 to be able to buy Save the World or whatever it costs in other regions. If you don't already have Save the World and you're for some reason watching this video, go ahead and register. I actually genuinely hope this does well. Even if I want to be a bit of a pessimist about it, I do hope it goes well because Save the World is a game that I've been playing for such a long time, and it's just like it deserves to have a lot more than it actually has, and I hope this supposed big update will actually really flesh out a lot of what the game is severely lacking and missing. Note that Milestone 3 reward Snow Strike Hero is a Save the World specific reward. This reward will be granted to all Community Gold participants when Save the World goes free to play on April 16th. That's assuming um, they reach 1,000,000 registered players. First-time players will get it after completing the in-game tutorial. If you're a current Save the World player, it will be granted to you before then. So that implies people who are currently playing Save the World can do pre-registering, which is that weird because I wouldn't need to pre-register to obtain something I already have obtained. Not the hero, I mean the game. I already have Save the World, and I've been playing for almost 8 years by now. Like, I don't think that I should be able to pre-register for what would effectively be nothing for me. Get ready to save the world. Hold back hordes of monsters and explore a vast, destructible world. Also build huge forts, craft weapons, find loot, and level up. Save the World rewards teamwork. Drop in with friends or matchmake with other commanders, coordinate builds and chain abilities to clear harder zones, then cash in for loot and upgrades. I think some of this, like going like with the whole going free to play thing, I think that actually kind of sort of explains some of the changes that Save the World has had over the last like couple months even. Things like disabling like weapon and loot sharing so then like trading is no longer a thing. Um like making all these other changes to the game and game rewards. And I think a lot of these are like good steps, but I would be vastly lying if I said that was like all like necessary or all that was necessary. Because there are still lots of things that I think Epic should be doing. Whether they are going to do them remains to be seen. And I do think that a lot of the feedback and things that we actually, as players, want are things that we should actually be pushing to bring up on like the Reddit and stuff like that, so that at least the official Reddit, I know that some people from Epic, like community managers or coordinators, do actually browse that subreddit. So I think that would be probably the easiest way to be able to push some feedback and some suggestions, some things that we want changed, and maybe with enough support, some of that stuff can actually be properly looked at and implemented into the game. Who knows? Now we got some frequently asked questions here. What platforms will Save the World free to play be on? Is free to play part of the game's name now? Whatever. April 16th, Save the World free to play will be on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S, Xbox One, Xbox Cloud Gaming, Nintendo Switch 2, PC, Nvidia GeForce Now, Amazon Luna. Nintendo Switch 2, I know people have been wanting it on Switch and Switch 2, and I mean, original Switch probably had no chance. Switch 2, I think, actually does have a chance of running Save the World quite smoothly. I'd like to assume that Epic tested it, but to be honest, I don't think they test anything. April 16th, we'll see whether the Switch 2 actually runs Fortnite Save the World or not. It'll be really funny to see, actually. Save the World will remain unavailable on smartphones, so iOS, Android, and tablets, iOS and Android, um, including through cloud gaming platforms. And the original Nintendo Switch will also not be available for Save the World. So no Save the World on mobile and Nintendo Switch, as already has been for the last couple of years. So that's not surprising. Though knowing that it will be on Switch too is interesting because then it would actually be possible to play Fortnite Save the World portably, not through cloud gaming. Okay, actually, that's kind of cool. I can't wait to see people playing Save the World in unconventional places now. How do I earn the community goal rewards? All players who registered with their Epic account contribute to Save the World's community goal. If you're registered, you'll earn an in-game reward for each milestone reached by the community. The first two rewards will be granted when the corresponding milestones are reached. The last reward, the Snowstrike Hero, will be granted when Save the World goes free to play on April 16th. Snowstrike is a Save the World specific reward, and the first-time players who pre-registered it will get it after the in-game tutorial, assuming the milestone is reached. Current Save the World players who pre-registered if the milestone is reached will get it before April 16th. To ensure the community goal is met, tell your friends to register at save-the-world.fortnite.com, which is basically the page that we're on right now. So if you're an existing Save the World player and you have friends that don't have Save the World, share the link with them. Tell them to pre-register. I'll have the link for this in the description and in my pinned comment down below, probably, if I remember to do that. What happens if I register after one or all the milestones have been reached? As long as you register before April 16th, you're eligible to earn all the rewards even if the milestones have already been reached, which is a very good thing. I no longer want to participate in the community goal. How do I withdraw? If you no longer want to participate in the community goal, you can delete your community goal profile on the profile deletion page. Attention, if you delete your profile, you will be ineligible to earn the community goal rewards unless you register again. Interesting they actually allow you to do that. Oh well. Who can participate in the community goal? The community goal is open to individuals who are 13 years of age or older. If you are a minor between 13 years of age and the legal age of majority in the jurisdiction of your residence, you must have permission from a parent or guardian in order to participate in the community goal. This community goal is not open to individuals wherever restricted or prohibited by applicable law or any region where participation is prohibited by United States law. Examples of restricted or prohibited regions include the Crimea region, Cuba, Iran, Iraq, North Korea, Somalia, Sudan, and Syria. I was really hoping that was going to explain whether founders and existing players are supposed to or are allowed to participate in this. However, no, that seems to be more concerned as to whether it is legal or illegal for children to participate.